one flicks me a bad body. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Welcome to iBoxingHub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
All good, cuz. Obviously, it's a special day today, so I just wanted to say happy birthday to your beautiful princess. It's her birthday today, so I wanted to give her a shout out. And cuz, I just want to give the community a shout out as well. Thank you for the support. We obviously appreciate you, and we do these shows just for you. So, cuz, we've obviously had a lot happening in the news. We've got a big event that's happening this weekend. But yeah, round us up, man. What's the midweek news?
Boy, oh boy. So I'm hearing that Eddie Hearn wants to sign Ennis. Boots Ennis. Whew. That's a tricky one because you got Boots Ennis 147, right? And you got Conor Benn 147. Apparently, Conor Benn wanted to fight Boots Ennis, and apparently Ennis's team rejected it. They're not interested. Do you think that they fear that Conor might beat Ennis?
Cuz I just want to obviously give out a few shout outs to everyone that's joined us on the show. So Ash was saying happy birthday. What's the next message? Heyman, big up to you as well. Kahindi is saying, I've just read the title and can't believe my eyes. Happy birthday. So big up to you, cuz again. Big up to Nene. And Palamos Music is saying happy birthday, Mini BNG. So big up to you, cuz, and big up to Nene. Cuz it's obviously big. I actually saw in the Boxing Voice that Eddie Hearn is, he did send over a contract or an offer or something, and Bukayo Saka is obviously saying happy birthday as well. Yeah, I think it'll be a good move. I think if both parties are in the same stable, I think the fight can happen. So I'm hoping Eddie Hearn can sign an athlete, especially from the States. I definitely feel that Ennis is a talent for the future, and if he can add that to the Matchroom stable, I'm sure that's going to allow him to be the global promotional brand that he is. So no, big up. And look, he's not really got Haney, but he's in good terms with Haney. So Bukayo Saka's saying he's got Haney too, but he's more good terms. Haney's a free agent. And Kahindi is saying, although Ennis isn't active, he's more active than Rustin Ben, but it'll be a good scrap. Cuz, what do you think, man?
Do you know what? I honestly think Boots Ennis and Conor Benn, I think they should fight each other. Because look, Boots, he's the IBF champion, right? And who else is there that Crawford doesn't want to fight him? So he might as well fight Conor. They might as well fight this summer. Make it happen. Providing that they both win their fights, do you know what I mean? And just make it happen.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. And big up Mr. Pads as well. He's saying big up, lads. Happy birthday. So cuz Nene is getting a lot of love today.
Thank you.
I think it needs to happen. Bukayo Saka's obviously asking, does Ben deserve the fight? Does he deserve the fight, cuz? Does he really deserve the fight?
Here's the thing. I don't even know what's going on. My understanding that he's not banned. He hasn't got a ban. He can still fight, but not in the UK. But eventually, once I don't know, they have a court case or whatnot, then we'll be able to know if he's on a ban or if he's allowed to fight in the UK. Because my understanding, he doesn't hold a UK boxing license because it actually expired. Hence why he didn't renew it. But he's an active fighter, so I don't know. I mean, apart from Boots Ennis, who else do we really want to see Conor Benn fight? Come on, let's be real now. Look, the Eubank fight ain't happening. He's fighting somebody. I'm not too sure about this opponent, but apparently he's never lost a fight. But again, like he needs to fight somebody. Crawford, he ain't gonna fight Conor Benn. Adrian Broner, I don't know what's going on there, but again, he's not as active anymore. Do you know what I mean? So he's better off fighting the likes of Boots later on this year. Make it happen. If anything, end of the year. Make it happen. If anything, it'll probably be a bigger fight here in the UK. Oh, hold on, just clocked on. Yeah, so you can't find the UK. So it will most probably be pay-per-view in America on the zone.
No, it would be, and look, Lucy's obviously getting involved. Big up Lucy. She's saying no, Ben doesn't deserve a title shot, and look, I agree with her as well. There are fights for Conor Ben to have. Look, there's still names like Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman. Like, I know people might not want to see these names, in the ring, but look, he needs to obviously earn his way up the ranks. And look, Tony Ellis, big up to him. Ben versus Broner, the press conference would be absolutely mad. And I agree with him. I think Broner will bring like a different energy. He would be the stepping stone that Ben needs to sort of make his name in the States as well, for him to at least solidify a title shot in the States because of the stuff that's obviously happening in the UK.
Right.
So I think it makes sense. It does make sense.
Okay, he might as well fight the likes of Keith Thurman next then. Well, obviously I know it's too late now, but it's just like this opponent he's fighting. I don't know him. I've never heard of him before. I've never heard of him. So I'll rather Ben fight someone credible, someone that we know of. Do you know what I mean? Because at the moment I don't know this person. Not to say, oh, this person is rubbish or anything. No, but it's just like I'm not excited for this fight. It's just like, okay, yeah, he's fighting on Saturday. Yeah. If it was someone like, okay, if it was the likes of Adrian Broner or Keith Thurman, I'd be like, even though I'd be like, yeah, but they haven't been active for a while. But at least it's still something. We will be entertained. Do you know what I mean? With the press conference, the build up, everything, the trash talk.
Yeah.
But hey,
definitely. No, definitely. And I echo Al Heyman. Obviously, big up Al Heyman behind the cameras. He's saying he can beat Broner too, so it makes more sense. So for me, these are the fights that he can have before setting up a fight with Boots Ennis, of course. But I think the Boxing Voice as well, guys. You guys need to definitely check it out. They broke it down today. The welterweight division. There's not really much fighters, big names in the division. You got David Avanesian. You got a few names up there that probably people know, but there's not really much names up there competition-wise. Obviously, Lucy's saying Ben's best win is over an old Chris Algieri. He has to work. He has to work to do. He has a lot of work to do for that title shot, in her opinion. And I definitely agree, because there's a lot of work that he does need to do in the welterweight division before, getting that title, man.
There's only two opponents, I reckon, that, I don't know if he'll fight them, but he could possibly fight. One of them being David, I've forgotten his surname, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. Yes, or Josh Kelly. Those are the two fights.
If he competes with Taylor, you mean Josh Taylor? Yeah, no, yes, definitely. If he's moving,
no, not Josh Taylor. No. Josh Kelly, the one who lost to David Avanese. Because remember, Conor Ben was supposed to fight him before he lost. This was during lockdown. Yeah.
No, but he's moved up. Yeah, he's moved up. Pretty boy Kelly, he's moved up. He's fighting at 154.
He's open and said he's willing to fight Conor Ben. If he's on it, they can make that fight happen. Fight at what, 154? Or 14 or 147?
Yeah, he fights at 154.
Well, listen, Conor fought at 154, right? Remember he fought at 154 last year.
Yeah.
It wasn't really great, but ring rust. But I mean, look, enough about Conor Ben. I mean, I wish him all the best, and let's just hope these fights get made. Herkovich, he's most likely to fight Joseph Parker on the AJ and Ngannou undercard. Now that looks juicy. Now that, I honestly, if someone was to ask me who would win out Herkovich and Parker, I would honestly say it's a 50-50, because I think Herkovich has been waiting for a very, very, very long time to get a title shot, and I believe he's hungry. Whereas Parker, don't get me wrong, obviously he wants to become 2-time world champion, but it's going to be a tough one. It's not going to be a walk in the park like Wilder.
Oh yeah, Tony Ellis is saying Parker. I'm leaning towards Parker in this situation because I can't rely. Lucy's saying Herkovich versus Parker is nice. I think it's a good fight. It's the right fight to have in that undercard event as well. And look, I wish I wish both the guys, the best as well. But I'm leaning more towards Josh Parker in this situation. Obviously, Aisha's saying Parker wins that fight. I think experience, comes into play. Parker's been a world champion. He's had that fight with Wilder, and he's gained a lot of confidence. He's on that momentum train, and I definitely think that will be a good fight. Obviously, Bukayo Saka is saying he would have preferred Zhang versus Parker. That would have been a big event as well. But this is reasonable. The reason why it's reasonable is because the mandatory title shot is on the line. So, we used to watch WWE.
My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, so you got the Fury and Usyk fight on February the 17th. So after that, the IBF, they believe the IBF will be vacated. So that IBF belt title will be ready in March. So you would have, Herkovich fighting Parker. And then you got obviously AJ fighting Ngannou. And what I think will happen next is that AJ, after he's dealt with Ngannou, he would then challenge for the IBF belt, I reckon. And then from there, maybe fight Fury or Wilder, I don't know. But it's an interesting one because I just think I say 50-50 because I think it's a high risk for both of them. I honestly think it's a high risk for both of them. So this fight.
No, I definitely agree with you. And
so I just
sorry there, cause you've frozen for a second.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes. What did he say? What was the previous thing he said?
No, so I was saying I honestly think it's a tough fight for both of them. I think it's a 50-50. I can potentially see it being a draw. I don't know what it is. It's just like I said, Herkovich, he's been waiting for a very, very long time, and he's hungry. He's not going to take no step aside for you, nothing. So I think him fighting Parker, we're going to see the absolute best Herkovich. Well, I hope so. Whereas Parker as well, we're going to see the absolute best Parker. So may the best man win. That's if they finalize the fight.
Yeah, hopefully they can finalize that fight. And Bukayo Saka is obviously saying I could see AJ versus Parker 2 next as well. Look, it shapes up beautifully. And Mr. Pads, big up to you. He's obviously saying, what do you think of Nick Ball? I think he's quality. And Dan go far and would like to see more of him this year. So, yeah, look, what do you think of Nick Ball, cuz?
He's a good opponent. He's really good. He's really good. I believe, is he next in line for a WBC title shot?
I believe so, man.
Yeah. So. No, he's good. He's good. I like him. Do you know what? I love heavyweight boxing, yeah, and it's just like it can go either way. It's just like, look, when we saw Herkovich when he fought Zhang, I personally think Zhang won that fight, but clearly they gave it to Herkovich. But I just think Herkovich and Parker ain't gonna be an easy fight. It's not going to be an easy fight at all. So that's why I say it can potentially be a draw. So but here's the thing. If it's a draw, am I right in saying Herkovich is still the champion because he's currently number 1, right?
If it's a draw, then no one's the champion.
Really?
Because
if he's ranked number 1, and if that belt gets vacated, he's going to be the champion. Just like
it's going to be vacated until the person wins.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I believe so. Look, guys, get involved, guys. Get involved.
Oh,
this is a platform for all of us.
But
yes,
because I'm thinking.
Yes, so Lucy's getting involved here. So Lucy's saying that the title would still be vacant. If it's a draw, it's still vacant. That's what I'm thinking, because he would be first in the ranking, but he will not be champion. No, it will be vacant, the belt.
Wow. Okay. So for a minute, I thought literally he's going to be a champion, and wow. Okay. Well, okay. So So if it was a draw, does that mean somebody else in that ranking challenge for that title? Or would it still be Parker and Herkovich again? You look like you're frozen. Yeah, you're definitely
Surely,
frozen.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
surely.
Ah, interesting.
No, it would have to be either a rematch or maybe Herkovich versus someone else. Frozen, innit?
Interesting. But so moving on swiftly, Fimo Lopez. I think he's just hyping it up because him fighting Crawford will be a big payday. It will be his biggest payday. What's your thoughts on his comment?
Yeah, can you hear me, cuz? Am I still with you?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so just repeat the question one more time for me, cuz it was a bit crackly.
So Fimo Lopez, him calling out Crawford, that will be one of his biggest paycheck. But I don't think Crawford will entertain him.
Yeah, I agree with you, cuz Crawford doesn't really have to fight Teofimo, but from a perspective of having a big name, fight each other, especially in the States, I think it does make sense. But I still think Teofimo has a lot of business to deal with at 140. You got Matthias spoke English, for the global audience. He's saying, look, Teofimo, Haney, Rowley, Ryan Garcia is saying, look, I'm the champion. Why are you not fighting me?
He's the boogeyman. I reckon he's the boogeyman.
You know he's the boogeyman. And I'm not even going to lie, his style reminds me of a smaller version of David Benavidez. Takes the shots. He's always coming forward, but he loves to fight in the inside. And look, he's taking out guys. So I can understand why the 140 division, they're looking at him like, ooh, that's a tough fight. I'd rather go a different route. Maybe Rolly Romero. I think that's the weak link out of the champions, in my opinion.
But the thing is, the only way I can see Fimo Lopez fighting Crawford is if he fights everyone in his division and beats them. And that's the only way he can actually fight Crawford. But then again, saying that, I can actually see Fimo Lopez fighting Conor Benn down the line.
You know what? The takeover. We got to put some respect on the takeover.
Listen,
man.
I'm putting respect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting him at all, but I'm just looking at it like, look, welterweight at the moment, you got the 140 and you got the 147. I think they should just mix it up.
I agree with you. Most of these champions at 140, they're moving up to 147 anyway, cuz you're gonna see Haney, Tank. You're gonna see all these guys at 147 eventually. You're gonna see them eventually, but I'm saying right now, it's still juicy at 140, cuz man. You got Teofimo Lopez, you got Matthias as a champion, you got obviously Ryan Garcia's there now, you got Devin Haney, you got Tank that can move up to 140. Like there's still quite a few fighters, man. So if Crawford could fight anyone, Josh Taylor would be a good fight for him. I think Josh Taylor is ready to move up to 147 now, man.
But listen,
I think the weight's a big thing for him.
Taylor has still got unfinished business for Jack Catterall, so there's no point in talking about Crawford. He's got unfinished business. They have to fight, even if it's at catchweight. They've got unfinished business because we all watched the fight. We all know who was supposed to win that fight, but they got unfinished business. Crawford at this point, I really think Crawford shouldn't entertain Fimo Lopez. He should vacate all the titles and move up to 154. Simple.
No, I love the sound of that, cuz, and I definitely want to see it as well. Lucy saying Crawford's 36-2. I think he's just looking for the biggest fights possible. I agree, especially at this stage. It's about making the money because he's put in the graft. I'm happy that he's getting his recognition now, and he deserves the big fights, man. So A Teofimo Lopez fight, that is possible. I could see that happening. Do I see Crawford entertaining it now? Possibly not. But I just want to see who he's going to fight next. Hopefully, he can get this Charlo fight on 154. Spence, we obviously saw the situation there, with Spence. It looked like Spence had an injury coming into that fight as well. So, would the second fight be different the second time round? Who knows? At 154, this is what I'm talking about. So we just never know. Palamos Music's obviously saying Ben versus Tio press conference would be lit. Like, I 100% agree. And big up to Abbas as well. They've obviously got a new show that's going to be, announced shortly. So guys, if you're following us, stay tuned because we've got a new show that's going to be coming out on Tuesday, and it will feature Abbas. So Abbas is saying, Taylor, good move up, but the skill set is a mismatch right now. He needs a momentum fight right now, and rather than jumping in with the big shark. So it makes sense. I agree with Abbas. Momentum fight, so he can just build into that big shark fight. And look, cuz a lot can happen. But cuz, let's get into the last segment of the show. Of course, we've got a big fight happening, over the weekend. We've got BF, the unified champion. He's fighting Smith. Cuz, what's your predictions for that fight?
You know me, got back Smith, the underdog. Smith knocks out Burton.
What points?
Knockout, KO. Stops him.
Woo! He's going for a knockout. And Lucy's obviously saying, I think this is obviously gone back to the last point. Taylor needs to do something. He hasn't won a fight in 2 years. I agree. And Aisha's saying Berta BF wins. And I'm sorry, cuz I know you go for the underdog, but I have to lean towards our sister Aisha. I just think Berta BF is too experienced. He's too strong, too powerful. And I just think that he's going to make it 20 fights and 20 knockouts and stoppages, man. I think he's just going to get the job done, man. And iBoxingHub's obviously saying Smith will win. So Al Heyman is saying Smith will win. He's going for the underdog. Cuz it's crazy.
Listen.
I would love, look, in the ideal world, I would love for Smith to win, spoil the party. But I just see Berta BF, he's focused. He wants to win this fight because he knows that if he wins this fight, he's got Bivol, next to think about. And we've been waiting for this, Berta BF Bivol fight for too long. So this last banana skin, I don't think it's gonna, affect Berta BF. And Abbas, big up to Abbas getting involved. As much as it's nice seeing the underdog win, but I don't want anyone playing the spoiler to that undisputed fight we need. I agree with you, Abbas, and big up to Abbas as well. Abbas is going for Berta BF as well, cuz. Look, we don't want the spoiler to happen, cuz. It's like this the Spencer Crawford fight.
Do you know what? I'm going for Callum Smith. I want him to ruin the party. I'm going for Callum Smith because when Callum beats Berta BF, everyone's gonna be calling out Callum. Everyone's gonna be calling out Callum. He'll be the A side.
You know that's going to happen. And Al Heyman, sorry, can you bring up that last comment from Bukayo Saka? He's asking when the fight is. The fight is this Saturday. Lucy's confirmed it as well. The fight's going to be in Montreal. So it's going to be a big one. So Callum Smith's been out for a year and a half. That's a hard fight for him anyway, especially after all that inactivity. Because we've said it a few times on the show, inactivity does play, a big factor. Ooh, Bukayo Saka saying, could we get a watch along? Cuz, do you wanna? And look, he wants a watch along for this fight. So Bukayo Saka is asking for a watch along. What you say?
This fight is it on a Saturday or Sunday?
It's this weekend. Let's just say that it's this weekend.
Cool. Yeah, we could do a watch along. Yeah, because I'm telling you, Callum, it's going to cause an upset because Callum, he's been out for what, a year and a half, right? Bertavith, last time he fought was this time last year, innit? He fought Anthony Yard, and obviously he's had a few injuries, whatnot. So and he's getting on. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Callum. I'm sticking with Callum Smith, man. He's gonna do something special. He's gonna do something where he's gonna shock the world. He's gonna do what Andy Ruiz done to AJ.
Ooh, yeah, this is going to be a big one, and Lucy's just confirming it's going to be in the middle of the night for us guys, man. So yeah, cause we've done the shift, man. So look, Tony Ellis wants the family on, so don't worry. What we're gonna do, Tony, is straight after this show, we'll get in our little WhatsApp group and we'll ask the family, whoever wants to get involved in the watch along, we'll do it just for the community. So yeah, let's make it happen. Obviously, Al Heyman behind the cameras, he's listening, he's watching, so he's most likely gonna, act on what the fans want, man. But cuz I'm just excited, man. We've got this fight happening. We've got a few events happening, obviously next week and the next few weeks as well. Before we wrap up the show, cuz, is there any news that you possibly saw online that you thought, you know what? Let's quickly just brush up on that.
I'm a bit concerned about the Fury and Usyk undercard because, we as viewers or fans, we don't know who's fighting on the undercard. And I haven't really seen much promotion on Fury and Usyk.
It's been more training from them, isn't it? It's been more training focus. So, yep, look, Al Heyman's confirmed he's already asked in the group. So, this is in regards to the watch along. So, yeah, Tony Ellis, Bukayo Saka, it looks like you're more than likely going to get your wish for the watch along. So, we're going to go live as a family. So, let's see what we can do, especially for that day, man. But to BF, it looks like it's going to happen. Joe Cordina. Ooh, Anthony. Oh, this could be a decent fight on the. Yeah, it could be. What do you think, cuz?
Decent, very decent. Who else? I want Bakoli on the undercard.
Yeah, he needs to be on that undercard as well. Like, we need to see. Yeah, we need to see that undercard there, man. Like, I'm hoping that, in the next few weeks or days, we're gonna hear, some news on the undercard. But as for now, we're not too sure. But cuz, look, it's a big weekend. I'm going for Bertubiev to win via stoppage. I think he's going to stop him late, and he just wants to, set up that big showdown with Bivol for undisputed. And Al Heyman's obviously confirming as well. Tasha Jonas versus Rhiannon Dixon. That she's got Michaela Mayer, to think about before thinking about that, man. So, yeah, it's a mad one. Lucy's obviously saying as well, that's the only one I've heard so far. Yep, that's the only fights that she's heard for the undercard right now, man. But cuz, wait, Abbas has got something here as well. I don't think we're going to get much of an undercard, because the main event sells itself for a lot of the guys tuning in as well. Abbas, we completely agree as well. It doesn't even matter who they really put in there. We want to see undisputed. We haven't seen an undisputed champion crowned since Lennox Lewis. So, look, it's deserved. We need to see it happen. And big up the Outlaw Pugist. He's obviously saying, salute iBoxingHub. Salute to you as well, brother. And will Ben Shalom let Dupois fight on the zone? That's what Tony Ellis is saying, cuz. Do you think that's going to happen?
Listen,
do you think it's going to happen?
It depends. If he wants to make these fights happen, he's going to have to make it happen. But then again, I think, do you remember when he signed Joseph Parker? And Parker for Joe Joyce on Queensberry card, and then he lost. That wasn't really good for Ben Shalom. So I think that's why he's a bit hesitating that his fighters to fight on another show. But I think they should do a joint promotion. I think Ben Shalom, if he works with the likes of Matchroom, Queensberry, whatnot, it'll be good for his fighters. It'll be good for him as well. So I think he should.
No, that's big. That's big. So obviously, big up the Outlaw Pugilist as well. He's obviously saying could be an upset this Saturday.
That's
Look,
what I'm saying.
I do think it can happen, but then at the same time, we don't want to be spoiled, man. We don't want to be spoiled, man. And look, Al Heyman's confirming here as well. You will hear more about the Caroline Dubois news tomorrow from Rico on the RnR Hour. So, guys, if you're tuning into the channel and if you've got those notifications on RnR Hour tomorrow, obviously our brother Rico from No Smoke is obviously going to give you the juice on what's going on, you know, with that situation there, man. But cuz we're obviously coming up to the end of the show. I think you just had the final comment just before we was going to wrap up, but what you saying, cuz?
Oh, what was I going to say? No, Bertabith, I think he's overlooking Callum Smith because he's thinking of Bivol, the undisputed, but big mistake. I'm telling you, Callum Smith is going to cause an upset. He's going to cause an upset. I'm sticking with Callum Smith. Callum Smith, if you can hear me, you're going to cause an upset. And I'm happy for you. He's going to be the man to beat the man. There you go.
Look, you're getting it. You're getting the exclusive from Mr. Sports Entertainment himself. He's going for the upset. I'm going for the conventional, you know, win for Bertabiev. I think he's going to make it 20 wins and 20 knockouts and stoppages. And he's going to lead on to, you know, have that, you know, undisputed showdown. Tony Ellis is saying, let's get the prediction league from this weekend. Tony, why do you always call for it at these times, man? We should have started it long time ago, man. But yeah, let's have it. Let's get the league on. And yeah, I think I'm confident with having Bertabiev on that, man. If we're gonna start the league this weekend, I'm quite confident having Bertabiev from that on the win from here. Final prediction. Look, I'm going for Bertabiev. And obviously Sports Entertainment's going for the upset.
Callum Smith. You know me, underdog. I'm the underdog king. Underdog. Callum Smith. TKO. Callum Smith.
Yeah, no, that's...
But listen, it's that time now.
Yeah,
so
no, let's have it. Let's have it. But because obviously I want to, you know, give the honor.
Okay, I think he's frozen. So I'm going to end the show for you guys. Tune in tomorrow for an RnR show, Rico and Ra. They're on at 8 o'clock. And then we're back here on Sunday at 7:30. Remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Have a lovely, productive week. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, with your bag it up. Light up my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bag it up. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.